Hey guys, so I just thought I would make a video going over some of the basics of the booklet design. So let's just do File, New, Document, and we can go to Print. We actually want to make this 5.5 inches wide, I believe, if we look at the project worksheet here. Better make sure I'm getting this right, but I think it's in week 13. Go to the project worksheet. 5.5 by 8.5 with an 1/8 inch bleed. So let's do that. Height is 8.5. I want to leave that. We want to put 8 pages. This is going to be an 8-page booklet. We want the bleeds to be 0.125 underneath the bleed and slugs. So just make sure you open up that and change the bleed to 0.125 and then push create. So here, pages, I'm in Window Workspace Essentials Classic. If you reset Essentials Classic, the Properties panel will not be open, which is kind of a bummer. I usually do this. Window, Properties, and then we can just nest that here. So make sure you have your Properties panel, and I'm going to open this up because that's how I like it. And if we open up the Pages panel, this is a good place to start. So you can see there's 8 pages, and here's the master pages above here. So if we go to double click on this page, it's the A parent. Let's actually create some page numbers. So we're going to use the text tool, click and drag out a box, and then you'll have your cursor in there. Go to type, insert special character, marker, current page number. And that'll make an A in there. We can style this how we'd like to. We probably want to use a style pack. Which is under, I'm not quite sure, Window, Styles, Style Packs. So we want to use a style pack. This is a really handy thing. We were talking about this in class. Maybe I want to use this one. So I'll just push download style pack. We'll get a little check mark, and that should be, if I go to Window, Styles, Paragraph Styles, we should be able to see the styles classic, the headings, subhead, paragraph list, and ordered list styles that come in that style pack. So the heading, I didn't like the red font, so if I double click on that, I can change basic character formats. I can change the size, that's way too big. Probably upper teens to lower 20s for headlines in order to be able to, fit this in the book. The leading probably needs to be changed to something close to the size of the text itself. So let's try to find where we can change the color. Okay, so let's change the color. Maybe I want it to be, I think you'd have to add it to your swatches first if you wanted to change it to something different that isn't included already in your swatches, but and we can just make it this green color, or this color maybe, and then you can, I think, uncheck it again. I'm not totally sure if that's right, but I'm kind of just winging it. Paragraph border, I don't think I want a border on anything, so I think I changed the correct thing. Yeah, I think I did. Because we went from that red color. Oh, wait, nope, I didn't. I think we need to do character color, and then we can change it here. So push OK. That's how I can change that. And I did make this a heading. I didn't mean to do that. I think I'll make it like a subhead instead. Something that's kind of medium sized, which the subhead needs to be adjusted to. Probably make it, I think I made, so maybe 14 with the leading, close to 14, maybe like 16. A little bit above the size, maybe, in points anyway. Push OK. Paragraph, let's take a look here. Change these to fit. I'm going to make it 10. Might need to bring it down to 9, but we'll start at 10. We'll keep the leading around 12. Might need to change the leading too later. List, I don't know if I'm ever going to use the list, so I'm not even going to bother restyling those. But here, I don't know what I just inserted in there, but We want to make this probably the subhead again, because it's a nice, ooh, I don't have this font. Maybe I'm having the same issue that Ethan had earlier by missing my fonts from style packs. Hopefully that's not the case. But it's kind of looking like it is. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have this font, so I might want to choose a different paragraph style, but I'm not going to bother messing around with it right now. We're going to move this away from the edge a little bit. Push Shift and Option to copy and kind of copy this text box. Oops. And to get it directly across. When you push Shift, it helps keep it in line. And then let's do a right align on this text box. Let's go ahead and just push W on our keyboard and kind of make sure that we have the same spacing. I'm going to move it over just a little bit more. Maybe something like that. And I'm actually going to move these down too, but nothing too close to the edge, okay? Like we want to have them nested in, but not too close to the edge. I'd say something around that would be good. So if we go to our pages, you know, we see that it starts with 1, 2, 3, and goes all the way to page 8. The front and back covers, obviously, we don't want to have page numbers on. So let's go ahead and just push this. This one's not styled at all. It's above the A parents. So let's just click and drag those over to override the styling. And you can see that these are picking up the styling from the A parents here. So page 8 and page 1, let's just click and drag to put no styling on them. And as you can see, that did get rid of the page numbers on those pages. Okay, so let's go back to style packs. The one I used before worked for me, and I think it was this one, Tuxedo. So maybe we'll try that paragraph style. I'm not going to adjust the sizes, but you will probably have to adjust the sizes because in order to get all this stuff to fit, the sizing is going to have to be adjusted because there's actually quite a bit of text. So if we go in here, I need to find the booklet assets. We can look up we can open up the text here. As you can see, there's a day trips, and there's let's see, maybe music, arts, and entertainment might be a separate thing, and then indoor rec and outdoor rec, I believe, is up here. So those are the main big titles, probably that you would apply the heading to, the heading paragraph style to, and then maybe your subheads would be these. And then like the paragraph styles, like regular text, would go on the descriptions under each of the things in the list. So let's just do, you know, let's just copy all this text, Command C, and let's go to page 2. Let's push W on our keyboard, and let's go to Type Tool. Let's just start by making really uniform text boxes. I'm just going to use the margins to go off of because, oops, I didn't mean to put that W in there. I just want to click off and then so that I can see my text box. And then click here in the white, and I'm going to push W again so I can see. And that we're threading our text boxes. So remember to click there. You'll see a little icon, and I'm just going to make all of them the same width, height throughout. Then I'm threading them before I even bring in any of the text. And clicking, okay, I need to move this out of the way. Click, and then we're going to do page 6 and page 7. Okay, so, and then we can go to page 2, double click to get our cursor, and Command V. So that brought in all the text from the PDF that we had open. So we can actually do a Command A to get everything selected, and we can go into our styles. Where is that? Paragraph styles. And under Tuxedo, I'm going to do paragraph. So I just made everything paragraph, and then I just need to go through my text and do like the headings and the subheadings. And so you can go through, and after you do this, you can figure out which sizes work, right? And you can just double click on them, change them. you might have to go through these lists to find everything you want, but you change colors and it will universally change it across the whole document, which is nice. So that's one of the nice things about using paragraph styles. So I highly suggest doing that. So yeah, and so this is the indoor recreation, so that would be one of the major headings. Music, art, and entertainment might be its own thing. It's up to you to kind of decide. Geez, that really goofed stuff up. I think it's because entertainment is such a big word, so it doesn't fit very well. But if we change the heading size, we can fix that by going here. Let's make this like upper teens, lower 20s is probably going to work. You do need to change the leading too to be close to the size. There we go. Subhead, I guess I'll do the same here, just to kind of... But anyway, what else do I want to show you guys? In class today, I did show everybody some things that I'll try to remember what I went over. So yeah, just trying to... That might be too small, but anyway, you'll have to adjust the sizing. And then maybe I do want to put like a big photo in up here, so I can use my frame tool here. Make sure you come out to the bleed lines and then do file place. Let's bring in an image. This PSD file is CMYK. You're not going to have this. I made this ahead of time, but if I go to properties, I can go to fit frame proportionally, and that works well. And if this wasn't in CMYK, you can actually control click on this and do edit with Photoshop. Open it up in Photoshop image mode, CMYK, and then you can also do, I don't know why my Photoshop has been so weird ever since I updated, but, and then we can also, do a levels adjustment layer. This isn't working, but you can do an adjustment layer of levels just to kind of make your photos pop. You might as well do that while you're in Photoshop changing things to CMYK. Another thing we can do, let's say we want little pictures to in with the text, just little, inch by inch or inch by half inch photos, maybe a little bit taller, maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe like an inch by, close to an inch by an inch or whatever width and height here we can see. So let's do a file place, bring in another photo. This aerial view is pretty nice. Or I could bring in the Beaver Creek Park dude, he's cute. And use the properties panel. Oops. And we'll do the auto, this one here, fill frame proportionally. Actually, that didn't work very good. Let's try some other options. That one works better. And we could actually put a background color on this box too, maybe of like white. And then we can also go to text wrap and actually make this go around the shape. And we can unlink these and just change the sides. So as you can see, I'm adding more of a space just on the right side of this box. Maybe I want to make a stroke on this box of like, I don't know, maybe I want it to be red or something, or not the fill color, sorry, the stroke of green maybe. And maybe I want it to be like 2 points, and I want there to be like a rounded box around it. And maybe I want to make an object style, so I can go to object, I don't know, maybe window, styles, object styles, and we can add this new object style, and we can name it green rounded box. Too many E's, and push OK, and now we have green rounded box in here, and we can add that. I don't know if it'll pick up the text wrap, but so you can do object styles too, and put those throughout in here, and just make sure you get a good front and back cover design going. You can use some of the images that I provided to you. You can add a little bit of illustrations in there. And I would name it like something similar to like Havre Area Events and Recreation might be the title, probably should be the title of the booklet. And then you could have this as a subheading. So yeah, just find a good image, and you do need to edit it. Take a look at the project worksheet too, just to make sure that you're getting everything in there that you're supposed to have in there. You're supposed to have map of Beaver Creek Park and a Haver Chamber logo as well. So just take a look at that project worksheet. Talk to you later.